As my Cosmere journey continues, I'm getting closer and closer to getting myself ready to head back to Roshar. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. You're with Chris, and today I'll be wrapping up what I thought was an awesome week where my reading really kicked up a gear as I worked my way through Mistborn Era 2, but let's find out what I got up to. So firstly, I put up my monthly wrap-up video for May, and of course my book of the month, which, no surprises here, was Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, and it is my favourite book of 2024 so far. It ticked so many boxes, it just wasn't funny. Myself and John over at Talking Story did a live stream taking apart the book and talking about what we loved about the book and theories and all sorts of things there. It was a fantastic time and I really enjoyed doing that. I also finished and reviewed Edgedancer by Brandon Sanderson, the novella that perfectly bookends Words of Radiance. Now, I enjoyed it for the most part, okay? I really became captivated with the character of Lift in the interludes during Words of Radiance. Now, reading this novella, I have to admit that her immaturity lagged on a little bit through this book. It, this thing about the pancakes, which everyone who's read the book knows what I'm talking about here, it did get a little bit tiresome. So I'm understanding what people have been saying about not overly liking the character as much. I mean, she still has these attributes that are, she has this raw potential that she hasn't realised yet, and I think moving forward I want to see her reach that potential rather than have more of the immaturity playing out, because you can get a little tired of it, if I could say that. For the most part, I did enjoy the novella anyway, and I was happy with where it was going, and a couple of the scenes in there were pretty tense and exciting, but just that little bit of immaturity was a little bit distracting. But overall, it was a pretty good, quick read, and I was delighted that the prologue of the book was the actual interlude from Words of Radiance, so I got a bit of a head start on that one. So I only had about 200 pages to read, so got through that one in no time. I also finished and reviewed The Alloy of Law, Mistborn Era 2, Book 1, which was fantastic. I smashed through it. The review is up on the channel if you haven't caught it, and puts me well on track for my deadline of the 17th of June for getting into Oathbringer. I'll talk a bit about that in a moment. So did really well there, and I also submitted an exclusive video to Talking Story as part of their Town Square segment, where as part of being part of the Patreon as a correspondent, I'm allowed to submit content there and just drop in a video, and they play all the videos once a month from the other Patreons who decide to put something in, which is really fun. So I ended up doing that, which was fairly good, and it's an exclusive to the Town Square, and I do something I premiere as a special sneak preview only on that channel. So yeah, that was really good. Looking forward to seeing the other videos that get submitted when John and Jacob run that segment. Now, at the time of filming this, which is a Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m, I'm finding myself at the 73% mark through Shadows of Self, Mistborn Era 2, Book 2, and I am really enjoying it. I think Book 1 was better in my opinion, but this is still pretty enjoyable because there's a big mystery at the heart of this book that I want to get to the bottom of. So, you know, tonight I'll spend a fairly long session trying to get through it, and I think I will. At the worst case, I might actually finish it up tomorrow, but I'm really enjoying it and tracking very well. So last month when John and I at Talking Story had our live stream about Words of Radiance, the interesting thing that came out of that was the excitement I felt for wanting to start Oathbringer, and I wanted to start it right away. Now John's doing his starting it on the 17th of June, and I said to him, geez, why don't we just do a buddy read? And then I realised with the Cosmere reading order, it is generally best to read Mistborn Era 2 before getting into Oathbringer, and I thought, you know, what would I have to do? Read 3 books the first 3 books of Era 2 to get up to date. Can I do it in 2 weeks? And I think I can. So I said to myself, after a day of procrastination, I thought to myself, you know, I've got these books here that I've been putting off because I really want to read them. And then I thought, bugger it, I'm going for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to smash out Mistborn Era 2 books 1 to 3 so that I'm ready by next Monday the 17th to be ready to start the buddy read with John, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So I am tracking very, very well. When I finish Shadows of Self, I'm going to get straight into book 3, which is The Bands of Mourning. So I'm pretty much binging and chain reading this series at the moment, which is fantastic. So I've got a whole week with which to read The Bands of Mourning, which puts me in a very good position, because if I do track very well with my 100-page per day average, I could be done by next Wednesday or next Thursday at the latest, which gives me 3 days with which to maybe catch a quick read. Or can I squeeze out Tress of the Emerald Sea in 3 days before starting Oathbringer? Who knows? But I'm in a very good position. I'm so in front of schedule that I'm really, really happy about that. I thought I was going to struggle and have a late night next Sunday night finishing up the 3 books, but I'm not going to have an issue there, which is very, very exciting, because the 17th of June isn't far away. We're talking, 8 days. And it's there, and I cannot wait to get stuck into Oathbringer. I want to find out all about Dalinar. I have to find out more about his backstory, the legendary Blackthorn. I can't wait. And just revisiting Roshar to be with the characters again makes me really, really happy. And as I move closer to being ready for Wind and Truth in December, it's going to be very, very exciting times ahead. And so far with my Cosmere reading journey, I'm currently... You know, Brandon Sanderson has made up 35% of my total reading volume this year alone. What does that tell you? It tells you how awesome an author he is, and I'm just enjoying my ride through the Cosmere journey, so much so that the books I've been putting off remain being put off while I indulge myself in Brandon Sanderson's fantastic writing. Okay, so what have I been watching this week? I don't watch a lot of TV, guys, but I found myself intrigued by Doctor Who, more specifically the season 1 from 2005. So I thought to myself, I wouldn't mind watching the whole lot. So I've started watching Season 1 with Billy Piper and Christopher Eggleston, and they're just a lot of fun. I'll probably watch an episode a night or something like that, but it's just something to wind down with after a busy day at work, and enjoying it, because they are pretty fun episodes at the moment. And I've never seen the rest of the seasons. I've seen a few episodes before of Season 1, but I haven't seen any of the others. So I'm looking forward to that journey as well. But that, guys, is it for my weekly update. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you do, you'll get me closer to 500 subscribers, where I will be doing a live stream Q&A as soon as I hit that benchmark. I will continue to bring the best content to you that I can. Offer up any feedback below. But until the next video, guys, happy reading.